Let's try another. The integral of 7x over the square root of x squared minus 5 dx. Well, the thing underneath the square root is going to be my substitution, because its derivative is x, which differs from this just by a constant. So, let u be x squared minus 5. Then du dx is going to be 2x. Okay, let's go back here. Let's move the 7 out and write this slightly differently. 7 times the integral of x times, now this bit here is u, so it's actually u to the negative a half dx. I've got x, and over here I've got 2x. So it's 7 times the integral of u to the negative a half times, I want 2x dx, but I've just multiplied by 2, so I'm going to also divide by 2. And you'll see I actually wrote it straight outside the integral sign. Because it's a constant, I can do that. Okay, this is du dx. 7 on 2, integral of u to the negative a half times du dx, which is 7 on 2 times the integral of u to the minus a half du. When you get better at this, you're allowed to skip this step. If you're really clever, you can skip this one instead. It's up to you. I tend to skip this one. Once I've got this and I know I've got du dx, I just go straight to du. But if it helps you, you can put them all in. Keep putting them all in until you know exactly what you're doing. And in fact, if it gets a bit tricky or a bit unusual, always write every line. Okay, 7 on 2 times. What's this? Oh, I don't want square brackets. This is not a definite integral. What am I doing? Seven on 2 times. This is u to the minus a half. So I want integral of this must have been from a half. U to the half divided by a half plus a constant. Well, wait a minute. Half on the bottom times 2, and u to the half therefore is the square root of x squared minus 5 plus constant. Okay, my fraction line got a little bit messy here. The integral of cos x to the third minus 6 over x to the 2/3. Well, my substitution is going to be the thing inside the cos. Its derivative is x to the negative 2/3, which is what this is. So let u equal x to the 1/3 minus 6. Then du dx is x to the negative, no, not quite, x to the negative 2/3, but I must first multiply by 1/3. Derivative of this is 1/3 x to the negative 2/3. Subtract 1. Okay, back to our integral. Can I write it in this form? It's the integral of cos of u times, I've got x to the negative 2/3 dx, but I want this to be 1/3. If I've multiplied by 1/3, I better multiply by 3 here. That then is 3 times the integral of cos u times du dx, which is 3 times the integral of cos u du. Well, what's the integral of cos? It's sine. 3 sine u plus constant. Put in what I know. U was this. 3 sine x to the third minus 6. Make sure that minus doesn't look like it's in the top. Plus constant.